Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Atea. We're going to be taking a look at how it is that you guys best get revenge on other people who deserve it. This is going to highlight effortless ways that you guys get revenge. So guides, guardians, universe, energies in service of the highest and greatest good, I welcome you into this space. And I ask that you please provide me with truth, clarity, and wisdom. Please grant me the ability to articulate your messages as accurately and as clearly as possible. So we have the earth room come out here. What this is telling me is that a lot of you guys go into seclusion. I feel like the way that you best get revenge on people who deserve it is that you guys kind of come to the center of yourself and you guys start to ground. You focus back in on the reality of change in the moment. I think you guys are very accepting and you guys are very productive. We're making strategies and building strategies to move forward. I would say that you guys are very passionate and very protective as well. You're very good at regeneration, but it's in the ways of when things go wrong, you're very good at problem solving is what it is. And as a result, it makes you appear as someone who's really intelligent. You're very good at learning your way through situations that are uncomfortable. Because what I just heard was Growing Pains by Elisa Cara, and that's a song that my guides like to use a lot, or the energies like to use a lot. If that is something you're interested in, I would definitely encourage you guys to check out the lyrics. I think you guys, elephant just came out here as well. Interesting. So we have the elephant and earth room. You guys are very good at using logic to move past obstacles, barriers, and challenges. I think you're the type of people to accept limitations, but you also understand that limitations are temporary depending on investment, efforts, persistence, and consistency. I think you guys actually are very good at attracting good luck when you set your mind on goals, strategies, and ambitions. That is how you get your best revenge. You grow up on people through the rebuild of material and setting yourself free. You're not someone who's very codependent, and you don't hold on to people in ways that where you become like needy of them. Needy in the ways such as like, oh, if I don't have you, I'm not gonna survive. Like if you were to leave my life tomorrow, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? You're not that type of person. If anything, I think you're very good at learning from other people and situations outside of you. You're also good at reflecting upon your triggers. You're very good at understanding karmic lessons as well within dynamics of relationships. Because the swan came out clarifying the elephant and the earthworm. I also want to say the best way that you guys get revenge is that you move forward with grace, focusing on your ambitions and goals and focusing on upgrades in your own life. You just redirect your focus. You accept situations for what they are. And another good thing is that you guys are quite the team worker, I want to say. You're seen as good luck to other people outside of you, and you're seen as a force that is very powerful because you have a very high intelligence around building and structuring the material around work. I would say you guys are a very hard worker. You guys invest yourself wholeheartedly in anything it is that you do. Otherwise, it's kind of not worth you guys doing it, I think. Here, I would also say that you guys are quite resilient, but you also have a kind and gentle nature. You're very good at determining other people's intentions and energies, with the elephant being here. You're very good at removing obstacles for other people as well. Some of you could divinate solutions to material issues such as debt, money, stability, security, problem solving, or insight into creating solutions. You provide it really well to like communities or people outside of you. If you guys aren't into divination, what I see here is that you guys are very good at teaching the inner nature of people outside of you. Because you guys are so self-aware, I would say that you have a very well developed understanding of our inner natures, and also the difference between impulse and compulsion, addiction. You're very good at breaking things down and understanding, I don't know, like archetypes of people. I don't know how else to say that. Personality types, you guys could know really well also from what I see here. But I think you guys have had to go through a lot of very harsh, quick, sharp endings. And in harsh, quick, sharp endings, you guys move forward very, very well. You don't see much as something that halts you, or at least not for too long. And you allowed your selflessness to lead your way. You guys are very heart-centered and heart-based people. But I feel like you've had to do a lot of work to trust in the path, the natural path that unfolds before you. Like, for example, if you've been in a relationship with someone and then they're like, oh, you know, I don't think this is working out anymore, you guys are really good at being like, okay, like, you might not be happy about it, but you'll accept it for what it is, and then you'll start structuring or strategizing yourself forward. I also want to say that you guys are really courageous, especially in confronting situations with people outside of you. This is the way that, another way that you guys could get revenge, is when people confront you and they come at you like overly aggressive or immature. You guys are very good at staying or remaining graceful and taking like the higher road to balance out the situation, and it actually gets you like ahead, or it puts you on top in some way, shape or form, in like dynamics of arguments, conflict, battle. Most of all, pile number one, the way that you guys the way that you guys best get revenge is that you set yourself free. Like, you are the group that is definitely free of you have freedom of obstruction here. People can't really stunt you, halt you, stop you for too long. People can't have too much of a hold on you, because you're the type of person who seeks freedom naturally, and because you seek to be free within your spirit, you also understand the importance of allowing other people outside of you that you care about to also be free in who it is that they are. So yeah, you really are seen as someone who is really encouraging, and you're looked up to by quite a lot of people around you. You're very respected, even though you're quiet. When you speak very important words of advice, words of wisdom was what I just heard. You guys could divinate this, and you guys are going to keep, like, there's something here, keep grinding is what I just heard. Keep grinding, because you're going to unlock something that is unthought of. I have a feeling that's to do with your work or your career or your pathway to progress. But if you guys have been wondering or feeling like you're stuck right now, it's because you're being called into self-reflection. You guys are going to realize something that you haven't thought of before. So just be prepared for that. Once you go into self-reflection, the ideas and the solutions or the answers are going to come to you, because the questions you're asking can only be answered by you, and truly reflecting on what it is that you're doing right now is what I just heard. For those of you who have been pondering on like really big questions that you feel as though you've been asking for a really long time, in regards to work or career or life purpose. Okay, so let's see here. How is it that pile number one gets their revenge best? We have the dream walker. You guys follow your dreams and you disillusionate yourself, which in turn helps you to set yourself free of anything that could have been limiting you, your growth, your space. I think you're very good at turning negative situations into something that's positive as well. You take the good out of the negative and you leave whatever else behind that isn't helping to grow you in any way. But you learn from your situations, and yeah, once again, you strategize towards your dreams. Strategize came out. Strategize and trusting came out. And then you have partnership and romance. Okay, so for partnerships, when you guys get into partnerships, you guys feel you build deep, and fulfilling connections in life. You're not one to really willy-nilly just give yourself out or give irrelevant information out to people either. You're very, very intelligent, clear cognizant and clear sentient, I would say here, pile number 1. And that's another way that you guys get revenge on people, is that it's really hard to kind of fool you or gaslight you or like try to illusionate the way it is that you are perceiving the baseline within connections. Like, you guys are really intuitive, you feel things out, especially in connections that you keep really close. I'd say the people that you do keep really close are limited, but their connections are quality, they're really deep and they're really meaningful, they're intimate. I'd also say that you guys have learned how to trust yourself more and get what you want without other people. I think you've outgrown a lot of people who would have loved to have claim your achievements, and I've found myself saying this quite a bit recently, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I think you've had to outgrow a lot of people who would have loved to have claimed your own hard work and your own achievements and your own soul growth. And that's a way that you've best got revenge up until this point as well. Growing more self-aware, learning more about your strengths and developing everything that you didn't feel happy with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys, another way that you best get revenge is that you trust within your divine intelligence or your divine guidance. Either what you clairsentiently feel from other people, or you guys get claircognizant downloads, which is what some people also understand to be divine intelligence. It's information and insight that comes to you without prior research, teaching, or education. And then once you go and look into the divine intelligence that you've received, or divine messages, guidance, insight, you find it to be true and very real. As I looked down, I saw 1212. We have illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. In the very near future, you guys have something to look forward to. There could be an unexpected celebration coming up, or you guys are going to feel as though you have been set free through discovering the truth of something you've felt has been hidden from you, like a mystery. It's going to be revealed to you in the very near future. All you need to do is be patient and stay still to tap into your own self-reflection. Find creative outlets to express yourself, and you'll find divine intelligence will flow to you quite effortlessly. Focus on the things that you are naturally inspired to do, and you will again enhance the connection that you share with yourself, that will then allow you to bridge an understanding towards what's coming in the near future, if that makes sense. So yes, 1212 could be a number that will be manifesting and resynchronizing for you over the next 30 to 60 days. That might have further guidance for you than what I can provide for you today, but I do feel as though there are new beginnings coming up for you. There's nothing that you have to do intentionally to get revenge. You being your best self is the revenge pile number 1. Those are messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service, and with all that being said, until next time, bye guys. Hello pile number 2, and welcome to your guys reading. Thank you so much for being here today, taking a look into how it is that you guys best get revenge. So the leading totem that you guys would have picked already is the lizard and the lion. So what that's telling me is that you guys best get revenge by being adaptable, by being resilient, and by also stepping into personal authority and allowing that to guide your way forward. You guys formulate a deeper trust with yourself, and you work on deeper connection and insight and reclaiming independence. I would say that you set out to look for bigger and better as well. If, say for example, you leave behind relationships, you understand that you leave relationships to create room for new ones that you can be better for, and that can be better for you. And you set people free to find better for them. It's nothing personal. I think you are people who are quite highly intelligent, but emotionally, instinctually, and intuitively. I think you're very good at being a leader through being yourself and claiming your originality, standing out as you are for who you are. And independently, once again, independence keeps coming up here. You guys do what you need to do. You're the type of people who make a way when there is no way. You're the type of people to set an example when other people don't know how to deal with things. You're the first person to take a step forward when everyone else steps back. I think at times you were very self-sacrificing in the past, and you've learned to set better boundaries and prioritize yourself more. We have the snake totem here, and then we also have the dragon totem. So I think you guys have also explored a lot of the inner nature that other people feel too intimidated to. Like, for example, you guys have a lot to be proud of. You've achieved a lot, and you are willing to do a lot more than a lot of other people around you, and this is a way that you best get revenge on people as well, especially people who doubt you or put you down or hold you back or tell you can't live in a certain way or be a certain way or anything where people try to box you in. You're very good at breaking the mold and shifting the paradigm, changing the opinion, and kind of blowing people's minds. I keep hearing flabbergasted. I just heard a song, but I don't remember who it's by. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, I think. And it's called All the Stars. This might be a song that has a message for you that's deeper than what I can offer you today. So if that's something you're interested in doing, definitely search up the lyrics to the song All the Stars by Kendrick and SZA. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check that, and if it's not right, I'll link it down in the description below next to your timestamp. Anyway, how does my pile number 2 people best get revenge on those who deserve it? Please, guides, guardians, universe. I also just heard that you guys stay open to receiving what you deserve. You guys take a higher role. Higher role. You're very intelligent and you're very good at letting go. Emotionally cleansing yourself and emotionally evolving. You see these sorts of things as opportunities to grow. Especially hard-hitting ones that are emotional. I don't know, you learn from them differently, and you teach people a different way to handle situations. And you pretty much leave marks on people. Especially people who are jealous of you, compare themselves to you, or create secret competition with you, pile number 2. There's always someone who's trying to be better than you. You set an example in a completely different way, and you're seen as someone who's like the top in your field or the best at what you do, whatever that might be. People see you also as someone who is very good at learning through watching. You probably have a very perceptive mind, especially when it comes to intuiting other people's needs as well. So I think a way that you best get revenge on people outside of you is that you refrain from giving people what they would usually take advantage of when it comes to you. You take it away. You stop providing creative ideas, creative inspiration. You stop providing like examples that they can feed off of it. I also think that you're very good at seeing through manipulation and also correcting things that have been mistaken or corrupted, meddled with in some way. Pile number 2. You're very good at adapting, once again, with the frog totem being here, and also the octopus, because the frog can be either on land or in water, and octopus too can do the same thing for a brief amount of time. But they're very good at problem solving. For example, if you were to try to capture an octopus and keep it in a tank, they're very good at studying your time schedules and studying how you get in and out of the tank of where you keep them, and they'll learn how to escape by watching and studying movement. So I think you're a very observational listener. You're very good at hearing things that people don't intentionally say. So you let people tell on themselves a lot, and this is the way that you best get revenge. You let people guide the way first, and then when a leader is needed, then you step in, but you don't really show all your cards at first. You let people get to know you before you let them know who you really are. I think you're a very strong person with a lot of courage, and I think that you also probably provide a lot of protection. Some people might think you're privileged or see you get things easily, but that's because they don't know you well enough. They don't know how much work you've put in and how you step in. They don't see how valuable you are, because you do work. You do the dirty work behind the scenes that most people don't want to deal with, once again. And as a result of doing all the things that people don't want to do, that are too uncomfortable to do, or find themselves fearful of, you step up and you deal with it, and you take the lead, and this naturally puts you into a leader position without trying. But kind of like a lion, when it roars, everyone hears it. Yeah, you're very good at fending for yourself, and you're very good at sticking up for the underdog. When you speak, you're heard, and you're very good at making your words useful. You know what I'm saying? Some of you have a hidden gift for storytelling, by the way. So for some of you, in situations where you can become vengeful, I think you can get very big and very scary and become very intimidating. That's for some of you, but for others of you, the way you get revenge is through your efforts of achievement, what you've achieved, what you've built for yourself, where you've got yourself, especially in a social light, or through like skill sets that you implement and use to make a living or create a lifestyle that is around you. That's the best way that you get revenge. All right, let me see further here. How does pile number 2 best get their revenge? You stay focused on what is authentic to you is another thing, is what I just heard. We have material wealth and true prosperity, number 6. Yeah, you stay authentic to yourself, which leads you to true wealth, because true wealth isn't always money. True wealth is the reflection of who it is that we are, to the best of who it is that we are, and recreating that in how we live and what we do and all that sort of thing. That is the true prosperity of life. And this is something that I think you guys are very good at getting and creating and surrounding yourself with. Your life reflects who it is that you are, you know. We have selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Another way that you best get revenge on people is that you guys don't do anything intentionally. You stay selfless, you stay humble. And I think that you work even harder to live intentionally, because you understand the laws of karma with patience. The resting tree, number 22. And the funny thing about this is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service is number 2. And then the resting tree is 22. So you're 222. You're very good at taking the high road and allowing natural consequence to do its work. And as a result, it aligns you with the highest vibration, because in turn you don't really tend to project what is usually dished out, because once again you're here to set an example. You're a leader. You set a bar or a standard that's higher than what people are used to, and they don't see many people deal with conflict, problems, trauma, chaos like you do, and it shocks people. So once again, you're very good at being patient and sitting in your better nature and in your better judgment and staying disciplined to that, which is another gift of the lion totem here. I think you're also someone, the best way that you get revenge is you fit in wherever it is that you go. You'll be seen as accepted in almost every setting that you find yourself in. That's because of the type of energy you have and the type of person you are. The space that you hold for many different types of individuals. That's why. But you get revenge on people who believe that they should be where you are, by being adaptable and by being who you are, quite literally. Like, I don't know how better else to explain that, and I might sound silly, but you're fair. There we go. You're balanced. Wherever it is that you go, you don't overinflate yourself, but you don't hide yourself either. If anything, you just allow the energy to guide the way, and you show up how life requires you to, and that's the way you best get revenge. Pile number 2. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service to you. And with all that being said, until next time, thank you so much. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your guys' reading. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to be taking a look at how it is that you guys best get revenge on those who deserve it. So, by now, you guys would have picked the oyster and sea serpent totem. And what this is telling me is that you guys are very good at using... no. Let me put it this way. The best way that you get revenge is that you use the truths that were once seen as insignificant, undervalued, or overlooked, and you apply them into life to the best of your ability. You're very good at using lies, manipulation, betrayal, and turning them into gifts for yourself. You're very good at seeing the blessing that's hidden within collapsed foundations, ideas, inspirations. I would say that you're very good at surviving harsh environments as well. And wherever you go, pile number 3, you stand out. That is a way that you best get revenge. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will always stand out with what it is that you do, because you do what is necessary to learn what it takes to be the best at what you do, pile number 3. Sorry, I'm just reorganizing my cards. They're all a bit mucked up at the minute. I dropped them before I started the reading. The other thing that I've realized within the sea serpent energy for you guys is you guys hold a lot of hidden information that is applicable to many different types of people. You hold a lot of wisdoms and a lot of hidden truths. Perhaps also you might find that a lot of people kind of trauma dump on you or share a lot of their own secrets with you. You're also very good at seeing the best in people, pile number 3. And I don't know why, but this is a way that you get revenge on other people outside of you. You're good at seeing the best within people that have been underlooked. Some of you have a very attuned talent. Like, perhaps some of you who are watching pile number 3, you could be a talent scout, and you might be very good at picking up everything that other people throw out as trash. Sorry, not referring to that as people, but I just saw that example and I needed to get it out before I forgot it. But when it comes to talent scouting, you guys might be very good at seeing talent within people and valuing talent in a way that other people don't. Same with qualities within other people. This gets you ahead in some way. Perhaps you're a manager, a boss, a CEO, I don't know, a leader of a project, an organization, or a social movement, a community. And yeah, you're very good at like pointing things out in other people that they undervalue, underlook, or use in wrong ways, you know, or ways that aren't so positive and optimistic or like good. You're very sought after as well, and this is another way that you get revenge. You're actually very rare, and you're seen as very mystical, very magical, very beautiful. I think you have kept yourself quiet in a lot of ways, pile number 3, and this is a way that you get revenge on people outside of you because they can't sneakily steal your resources, like your time, your energy, your teachings, your wisdom, your guidance, your knowledge. So how does my pile 3s get revenge on people outside of them? You're very good at channeling truth, by the way. Oyster just came out of the deck. Okay, there's something I'm not seeing here. What's up? You guys have a philosophy, an understanding, a connection, a teaching, a passed on wisdom, an inherited gift for some of you as well, around understanding the element of earth. You're very good at guiding and teaching people about spiritual growth and what it means to feel safe within authenticity. You teach people self-love. You teach people what's special about them. This is how you get revenge. Which is funny, because how does that even work? I guess it doesn't matter how it works. That's just what it is. You guys are seen as abundant, and you trust in the world. You trust in yourself, and you trust in everything that other people have overlooked or undervalued within you. You know how valuable you are, and I think you keep your strengths quiet. It protects your energy in some ways. You guys are also very slow moving to people outside of you, but that's because they don't see how much work you do in the background or in the energy to align situations and circumstances or possibilities into creation or materialization. You do a lot of work in the energy. You help people to face what it is that they're running away from as well, I want to say here. Because what I saw, you know, when little turtles hatch, they leave the sand dunes and they run towards the ocean, or like, you know, as fast as they can, I guess. They hop and throw themselves towards the water. They have to move quickly because it protects and preserves their life. So I think that you guys are very good at helping people to avert disasters. You help people to face what it is that they neglect or run away from as well, things that they're uncomfortable with, not happy with. You're very good at helping people to become comfortable with and feel safe with. I think you guys are a healer as well, and you're very good at getting to the root core of problems, situations, and issues. I want to say you're very good at healing people. And this is a way that you get revenge. People who wanted to have problems with you can't have problems with you because they have no reason to have a problem with you. It's a trigger. It's a problem that they have with themselves that they project onto you. And a lot of people are realizing that, by the way. I don't know why, but they are. They're realizing that a lot of people have taken things out on you and blamed you. And the way you've gotten revenge is that you've closed the best of you off to the people who don't deserve it. That's quite literally what this is. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. I get it now. How does pile number 3 best get revenge on the people who deserve it? We have the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. You follow your own instinctual guidance and the energy. You trust in it, and you trust in the process of change or transformation. You go with the flow and you accept what needs to be accepted so that you can move through situations with the least resistance as possible, which ceases the need to suffer. That doesn't mean that you don't experience discomforts or lower vibrational things, but it means you get through them. You face them, you get through them very, very, very much quicker than most other people around you. And I think you're very good at providing guidance to help people face these discomforts and these things that would usually hold them back. I think you are someone who meets aggression with optimism, and I think you're very good at the way you get revenge is through your perception. You envision things like the future, better possibilities, better ways of looking at things, and it leads you towards abundance. You go after your highest ideals and you celebrate the small wins in life. You celebrate all the things that are overlooked, but most of all, you're genuinely happy. Like when you're happy, you're actually genuinely happy. You'll be surprised how many people in this world are not happy. Even if it looks like they've got everything it is that you could want, usually they're not happy. Whereas when you guys are happy, you're genuinely happy, and that's how you best get revenge as well. Like people get very upset that you're very happy. Why? Probably because you have miserable people around you. They're not fair. That's why. There's a lot of people around you who aren't fair. And and they manipulate energy. They work with manipulation of energy. They work against the collective good, and they work for themselves. Just so you know, if you have friends who are working with energy or spell work or witches, there's nothing for you to be concerned of, but I don't think you should be around these people. If you know this to be the case, like witches and things around you who manipulate energy in vengeful ways, I would cease doing that. Because the karma that comes back for that is not friendly. But, you know, it teaches valuable lessons. So if you must, you must. But I see here, for those of you who are aware that you guys have very vengeful friends who were like witches or work with the manipulation of energy, the way you best get revenge against them is that you stay balanced in the face of aggression, in the face of psychic attack, in the face of spiritual warfare. Damn. And you grow past it. You bring divine order to the chaos by alchemizing it, and your spirit team help you with this. This is why in this card there's so many divine feminine energies here. They're there supporting you by nurturing you through the pain and heartache, if that makes sense, of losses, of betrayals, of endings. And the way that you best get revenge is you outgrow it by growing through it, the discomfort of life. You allow goodness to just be, and you accept the small wins in life. Whereas a lot of people around you are very... they don't have a lot of gratitude, which means they don't have a lot of reason to celebrate or love their life. And that's how you best get revenge. When you're a part of something, you're a part of that wholefully and soulfully. And this is another way you get revenge, because you get the best out of what you involve yourself in. And you trust that everything happens for a reason, with higher guidance coming out here. The spirit whisper. It enhances your intuition as well, and that's how you best get revenge. You follow the messages, you follow yourself, you follow your creativity, and you learn about your vastness, which is your divinity. And that's how you best get revenge, pile number 3. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service, and with all that being said, until next time, bye guys. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to you guys' reading. Thank you so much for being here today. By now, you guys would have chosen the half crocodile, half moth totem. The way you best get revenge is that you sit back and you wait. I think you guys have a very good memory. Pile number 4. What I just heard as well is that you guys are very good at following opportunities, pathways, instincts very well. You have a very strong discernment is what I'm picking up here, pile number 4. So you use your discernment to guide you when it comes to when it is that you shouldn't act, when you should be still, when you should watch, when you should wait. You're very good at picking up on people's projected thoughts too, which we call telepathy. So you'll be very good at feeling out sneakiness, cunningness as well. I think you're very good at seeing through deceit. And you're very good at waiting and watching. You're a powerhouse. You don't invade spaces that don't feel inviting. Like, you don't need to be known. You don't need to be seen. And in fact, I think you are people who quite like to stay low key, quiet, undetected in ways. Do you guys see things out of the peripheral vision, by the way, like all the time, and you don't know what it is? It's your mediumship. You guys are clairvoyant. You're very good at not being persuaded by temptations either, and this is a way that you get revenge. People can't tempt you into decisions or pathways or behaviors and character traits that you don't want to express, be in, be grounded in, be living through, be expressing. No one can control you. You are your own commander, really. And if there are people who influence you or that you look to as an example, as an idol, as an equal, I would say that there's a lot of respect there. You command respect in ways. People are intimidated by you, pile number 4. They're intimidated by your instincts and your survival capabilities. You have an ability to overcome all odds. But I think back in the day, you might have become very protective over yourself because there could have been like something that you would have probably compared to like a naivety in your young years. If it wasn't naivety, it was like a vulnerability that you had within yourself, and people could get it by emotionally manipulating you. You don't have that anymore, and that's a way that you've best gotten revenge in your life, is you're not naive. You can't be twisted anymore. You do the twisting, kind of like a crocodile when they attack. They death roll. You guys do this now, but it's symbolic, it's metaphorical. So when threats come towards you or you need to survive, you're very good at jumping at what you need, taking a hold of it and making it your own. Especially when people try to take away opportunities from you or claim work that doesn't belong to them, claim even your own intellectual property. You're very good at coming back, making your presence known, and it's not proving yourself, but it's making your presence known. It's like undeniably proving something where people can't argue it anymore. People don't want to argue with you or embarrass themselves because that's how they feel around you. A lot of people feel meek around you. Pile number 4. And that's the way that you best get revenge. People who are fake in their personas feel meek and little. So they blame you. And they'll point out things about you to discredit you or make you feel bad or rough or ugly or unworthy or unloving or not spiritual enough. Or, they'll try and take away an element that belongs to you, that is a part of you. And then it's kind of like, well, actually... like, that's the energy I get. I get the whole, like, if you guys are on the internet and then, I don't know, you were talking to someone for a little bit and you were really good friends, and then all of a sudden they block you and you're like, what the hell, why did you block me? It's because they got triggered by you. You made them face certain shadows or truths or projections within themselves that they didn't feel comfortable with, or that they weren't ready to accept about themselves in their situations, or who it is that they were and what they were projecting onto you. So they deemed you as bad and ran away. It's a projection. Please don't take it personally. Pile number 4. You're so strong in your authenticity, and you're so strong in your survival instincts and your knowing of self, that people who do not know themselves, though claim to, run away. Because, I don't know, you make them see that there's more to what they believe. A lot of the time, from what I see. We have the elephant being here. Once again, you guys have a really good memory. You're very good at charging through challenges. You're persistent and you find your way through situations. You're good at seeing the high perspective as well, the higher lesson or the long-term pathways. That's a way that you get revenge. You're very good at seeing long-term effects from the consequences of actions. So you're very good at discerning how to enact, when to enact, what to say, how to say. You know what I mean? You're very good at expanding situations as well. You're almost like a light in the darkness, by the way, pile number 4, whether you know this or not. On the outside, you might be perceived to be as guarded, for some of you rough, scary or intimidating, but really when people get to know you, you're very soft. You're very good at looking at the goodness in life too, by the way, and I think this is because you've come from not a lot of goodness in the past. So when positive things manifest, you're very good at taking them on and using them to transform the quality of your life into things that are even better than what they once were. You trust in your divine guidance, and this is another way that you get revenge on people outside of you. And discernment just came out here with clear visions and details. You're very good at making plans and taking small steps to achieve what it is that you set your mind on. And that's another way that you get revenge here. One more, please. Best get revenge, please. We have the Six of Swords. You're very good at transitioning through life's challenges, life circumstances, conflict. You're very good at also nurturing your desires into creation when environments, circumstances, people and places don't really support your desires into creation. You're very good at transforming yourself, dedicating yourself, improving all that have told you can't do something wrong. And that's the way that you best get revenge. Expanding yourself, your ideals, crusading after what it is that you want, and not giving up. No matter the tests and trials and tribulations that come your way, when they do, you trust within your inner guidance, your intuition, you trust within your connection to spirit and your connection to source to guide your way, and you welcome in more creativity, more happiness, and more reasons to be appreciative. Once again, the small things you're appreciative of, and when good things happen, you don't ignore them and you embrace them in their totality, which makes your life burst with goodness as it is, you know. So to people outside of you, they might say that, you know, you don't have much or whatever, or you might even feel like people might say that you don't have much, but there is a lot to be jealous of, pile number 4. There really is. You are a very strong individual. And because you know yourself so well and you've become so disciplined within yourself, there's not many things that can manipulate you, shake you, move you, shift you. Not many things that can get the best out of you either, or the better of you. You know what I mean? You're very creative as well. And I think you've learned how to protect yourself from phony emotional investments as a result, and this is the way you've also gotten revenge on people, is that you've learned how to emotionally protect yourself and keep the innocence or purity of you safe by not allowing people outside of you to not get to those parts of you that don't deserve to be there, or to know those parts of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is saying that you guys have healthy standards. You don't demand what you can't give, and you won't accept what you know you deserve better of. You know? And if you do, it's not for long. You give people chances to grow. You give situations chances to grow. But you don't stick around in places that don't have feedback, that don't give back for too long. And that's a way that you've gotten revenge. Because you haven't wasted your time on places and with things that aren't going anywhere, can't survive, or won't stand the test of time. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope this has come positive service. And with all that being said, until next time, pile number 4. Thank you guys so much. Bye.